Welcome to the Laney College Photography Department's presentation on metering. Metering what? Well, we're metering light. And we're learning to meter light so we can learn how to make manual exposures with our digital cameras. We will be measuring reflected light. Incident light is a different kind of light. It is the light that falls upon the subject. Our in-camera meter uses a reflected light meter, which measures the light that bounces off of the subject. Here's a Nikon FM from the late 70s. You can see 1,000th of a second, an aperture of 1.4. ASA is set on another dial someplace and it turns on this meter. And when we are right on the money, I have a red diode that goes on here. If it's overexposed, red diode goes on here. Underexposed, red diode here. This is our sweet spot. That's our target. What we're going to be looking for in our LCDs, in camera, when we're looking through the eyepiece, we're looking for this little scale. This is the 0 spot, the magic spot. I'll call it Mama Bear. This is a needle that goes left and right. Left if it's underexposed, right if it's overexposed. We want to get it right back in here. Here's a contemporary camera. This is a focusing spot, and this is also the spot where the meter is being active. And here we have our little scale, see? And then here's the little needle, or it's a block, and it goes left and right. This looks like it's right on the money here, and this goes way over here if it's overexposed, and way under here if it's underexposed. And through a combination of ISO, aperture, and shutter speed, we can move this dial around. You see it on the back in your LCD as well. Here's the same scale. This is a 0 spot. This would be a little block or a needle that would move left and right, underexposed or overexposed. We want this right in the middle. You see our shutter speeds, our apertures, and our ISOs, which we can change, which will move that needle around. It's the same thing here. Okay, there's our little scale, 0 point, overexposed, underexposed, and we can change all those through ISO, shutter speed, and aperture. Here's an example of something that's way underexposed, a 30th of a second at 5.6 at a slow ISO. It's 3 stops underexposed. Well, over here, 128 times more light, it's 3 stops overexposed. We want to get it someplace in the middle. How do I get a good exposure anyhow? I'm glad you asked. We can use a gray card. A gray card is a gray card. It is halfway between white and black. If we put our little spot meter thinger on this little gray card and we get it to 0, we're going to get perfect exposure. Or we can find a neutral tone if we don't have a gray card with us. Brick. Oh, that looks awfully bright to me. Well, that's because red leaps out at you. But if you take away the hue and just leave the tone, you can see that that is a beautiful neutral gray. Asphalt, not brand new black asphalt, and not the old nasty old dusty white one. The medium tone asphalt can be used as a neutral tone. Same with your jeans. But as you can see, jeans are a lot of different colors, so you have to be thoughtful about a neutral tone. And now that you've seen this, you're going to see all kinds of stuff in your world that can be neutral tones, like a nice lawn. Thank you for your kind attention.